At Times Now exclusive, former Telecom Minister A. Raja has broken his silence for the first time on the 2G scam after coming in from jail. A. Raja has firmly maintained that there's no evidence against him that proves his involvement in the multi-crore 2G scam. Moreover, Raja has also made explosive charges against the Prime Minister and questioned him over his silence. We now get to this exclusive interaction with the former Union Minister.
He is one of the most controversial figures in Indian politics. He is the main accused in the 2G scam, and he is the sitting MP from Nilgiris. He is going back to fight in the Nilgiris constituency as a DMK candidate. He is speaking to National News Channel for the very first time since he came out of jail in the 2G scam. Mr. Raja, my first question to you. You're going into this election with the huge 2G taint. How are you planning to explain this to your voters, and do you believe your voters are going to stand by you?
Well, I explained before the court also, and I explained to the JPC also. Of course, so far as the court is concerned, judgment has to come, prosecution evidence that has been closed. But even as per the evidence that came in on record, no evidence has come out as against me. Two things are very essential for under the Prevention of Corruption Act. One is whether the public servant accumulated wealth or there is exchequer loss. Of course, the third point is there, out of the order of the minister or the public servant, any third person is benefited or not. I will come to later. These two things, whether the public servant or a minister accumulated wealth or there is exchequer loss, there is a clear answer by the CBI investigating officer himself before the court that there is no DA case. In spite of the combined investigation that has been done by the ED, Income Tax and the CBI. Evidence is on record. I am not telling lie. Second thing is Finance Secretary Mr. Subbarao deposed evidence before the court. As per the policy in the spectrum allocation, there is no exchequer loss. So two things are very clear. There is no exchequer loss to the government. There is no illegal wealth with Raja. In spite of that, people are telling that there is a big case. There is a scam. My answer is the entire 2G trial, 2G case is non-honest. Had it been defended properly before the court, before the forums, including the Parliament and JPC, the entire case should not have come into existence.
Now, if you're saying that the entire 2G case is non-est, you're basically saying, and that it was not defended properly by the government, you are basically saying that the UPA, the Congress government at the center, in fact, let you down.
I'm not exactly telling letting down, but it must be very fair to say that the issues that have been enumerated in the charge sheet by the CBI or the issues that have been contemplated in the CAG report were not properly appraised by the government before the competent forums.
And why do you think that has happened? Does anybody have something to hide? Because you've constantly been saying that the Finance Minister, Chidambaram, as well as the Prime Minister, need to be questioned on this. You have even spoken to the JPC. You've invited their version.
Okay. Let us be a little bit detailed. The corporate sector in the telecom field gave an unwritten note to the Prime Minister's office, including the spectrum auction, and how subscriber criteria can be devised, all these things, an unsigned note was given to the Prime Minister. It is unfortunate on the part of the PMO or the PM that the unwritten note has been appended with a letter of the Prime Minister and it was sent to me. Before taking any decision, I may be apprised. I received the letter and replied to the Prime Minister, the suggestion that has been contemplated in the appended note, it completely as against the NTP 99. Because National Telecom Policy was devised by the Cabinet and approved in the Parliament. With due respect to the Parliament and the Prime Minister, I can say with all my simplicity, even Prime Minister wanted to travel as against the NTP 99, which was designed by the Union Cabinet and the Parliament. He can't. I am having accountability to the Parliament, not to the Prime Minister or anybody else. So policy is something different. Had it been replied by me, Prime Minister accepted it. Yes, it is a policy. Where is the question of the controversy between the PMO and Raja? But it has been said in the charge sheet that the Prime Minister advice has been ignored. I asked a simple question to the investigating officer, whether you got any 161 statements from the Prime Minister.